Welcome back, peeps. Thank you for tuning in to the Battle Bros channel, where we're always taking a look at the newest tips and tricks in the Call of Duty universe. Today, we're going to be taking a look at what is the best way to play Warzone, either a monitor or a TV. I have a lot of people that ask me this question, so today we're going to go in detail into what is the main difference, what has the best image quality, what is the best for input lag, pricing, comfort, and a bunch more things will be wrapped up in today's video. So if you're deciding whether to buy a TV or a monitor, this is the video for you. If you guys do enjoy this kind of content, please remember to like and subscribe and turn that notification bell on. It deeply helps me out a lot, because if you guys didn't know, 91% of you guys who watch my videos are not subscribed yet. So if you do, I deeply appreciate it. And with that being said, let's jump right into this video. So first off, let's talk about the need to know terms, right? Just kind of like the basic knowledge of TV and monitors. First, we've got the resolution, right? So it is the amount of pixels a screen can actually display. Usually we got our most common ones, which are the 1080, the 1440, which is a quad HD, which are in the high-end monitors. Then we've got the 4K Ultra HD, which is basically the highest end. You know, we've got a couple 8K TVs, but that's not really what we're going to be looking at today. After that, we've got the refresh rate, which is the number of times per second that a screen refreshes the image. So 60 Hertz is basically the universal one. But then when we get to the good monitors, you'll see that you get some monitors of 144 Hertz or more. These monitors will refresh the screen a lot faster, giving you better response time and giving you like a much smoother experience when you're playing the game. After this, we've got something that's called response time and input lag. And what this is, it is the amount of time it takes for a single pixel to go from one color to the other one. All right. And obviously the lower the better. You know, when basically when you move your controller, when you're shooting at somebody in Warzone, when you're doing whatever, that change that that thing that you're applying on your controller to reflect on your screen, that is going to be the input lag. All right. And that depends on a bunch of factors, but we're going to be going over that today. And then next up, we got the HDR, which is the high dynamic range. Usually the newer 4K TVs display have this, and they make your screen and your image look insanely insanely good. I believe you've seen that sometimes with the cameras that they have HDR, they look insanely good. So let's up into the first one, right? What is the main difference between a TV and a monitor, right? What are basically the main differences? So mainly gaming monitors have always, or monitors in general, have always been more geared towards gaming and working. What does this mean? They focus more on the performance and giving you a smoother experience instead of giving you the best quality image, all right? TVs, on the other hand, don't focus that much on the input lag and the refresh. They focus more on the image they're providing you, because all you're going to do is usually, you know, you're going to watch a movie, watch sports. You're not going to be interacting with the TV. I mean, predominantly, right? That is not what they're made for. So that is the main differences with the TVs and the monitors. Now let's talk about the first one, right? The image quality and HDR. Really, in this one, I'm going to give it the upper hand for the TVs. Obviously, you can find some really nice looking monitors up there, but you know, it's the same with both, but you're going to spend a lot of money. But overall, in general, usually the TVs will have a better image quality and a better HDR, because again, they're meant for that, right? They're not going to be as buttery smooth when you're playing. But if you are watching any movies, or if you're just playing a campaign game and you're not really that focused on the input lag, the image will definitely look predominantly better in the TV. I mean, that is just a fact. That is what they are built in to do, to watch them. Now, next up, let's go into the input lag. And this is probably one of the more important ones, kind of like image quality. I guess it will go both hand in hand depending on what you prefer. And again, input lag is when you do a movement in Warzone, when you do any sort of movement with your controller, it is the amount of time that it's going to take for you to see that reflected movement in your screen. Now, the monitor is definitely going to have the upper hand on this one. And let me explain to you again why. Like I was saying before, the TVs are meant more for viewing and getting that nice, crisp image quality. So they're not going to be that focused on the input lag and all that smoothness that goes around it. They're going to be more focused on giving you the nice image that you want. And now in case for the monitor, it's going to be the other way around. The image is not going to look as good, but you will find more monitors with 144 hertz or 240 hertz, which will make, I mean, it will just look buttery smooth. I mean, you will get a much smoother experience with a monitor than a TV when it comes to input lag. Again, because they're meant for work, they're meant for gaming. And this is when it comes, when you're looking for a monitor, you will usually find it labeled MS. Usually the monitors will be between 1 ms and 5 ms. You want to get between that range. The best ones obviously are the 1 ms. Those are the ones that you want to get if you want to get basically the best buttery smooth performance. Make sure you get 144 hertz monitor with 1 ms response time. You can usually get TVs around that, but they will start, you know, being a little on the expensive sides. TVs usually start at 5 ms, so they already start on the lower quality side. Now, if you already have a TV and you're like, well, god damn it, does this means I cannot have good input lag? No, there is something in the TVs that you may have heard of that is called game mode. And what does this do? This kind of like lowers the image quality, and this basically puts more power into the processing of the imaging and the smoothness of the imaging. So basically, when you put game mode on, the image will look a little bit worse, but you should have better input lag. That's why you usually don't see a gaming mode on monitors. What you mostly see is maybe like the color switches, right? Like if you're playing FPS or racing or watching a movie, but you don't see anything like game mode in the monitors, because they're already good, right? Now let's jump into the pricing, right? If price doesn't matter, if price is an issue for you, because it is for most people, right? Not everybody has Benjamins just to throw around the whole world. So when it comes to pricing, which one's the best one for you to get the best out of your Warzone game? Usually, I would say TVs would be the more expensive one. You know, let's talk about the high end. You know, let's say you want the best TV or the best monitor. Which one are you going to spend more money in? And like I said, that is definitely going to be the TV, because I mean, first of all, it's bigger, right? You're getting more image. It's a bigger thing. So I mean, it's kind of obvious that it's going to be a little bit more costly. Second of all, usually you viewing the image and the image quality is usually a little bit more expensive than the buttery smooth experience that you get, because you can get 144 hertz monitors with 1 ms response time that are 1080p, right? Or at a lower price, but you can't really get a TV that looks insanely good. I mean, if you want yourself a nice 4K quad HD curved TV, 55, 60 inch, you're probably going to be spending around $1,000 on it. I would easily say $1,000, maybe $1,500. You know, sometimes you can get these discounts or these TVs that aren't big brands, but honestly, if you're going to buy a good TV, I would really say they're around the $1,000 mark of $1,500. Now, if you go to the monitors, you know, if you want a really good 27-inch 4K curved monitor, everything best of the best, I would say you could probably find some good monitors around $700, $800. The one that I have right now is I do have a 2K monitor, 144 and 1 ms, and I believe it was around $300. So I mean, if you ump that up a little bit to 4K and get the 240 hertz, it's definitely going to be a little bit more expensive, but it's not going to be around that $1,500 price one. You can obviously find monitors that are that high, you know, the ultra curved and these ultra wide, huge ass monitors. But again, we're not going for that. Now let's talk about comfort, because comfort is actually quite an important thing. So this comes down to where you play. If you play in a desk, right, and you are playing in a gaming chair or in a PC chair, you're more in an office area, then I would definitely suggest the monitor. Usually the monitor has only one viewing angle. What does this mean? That to look at the monitor and get a complete full image and good looking image, you have to be looking straight at it, because that's what monitors are for, right? You're going to be sitting in front of it. The good thing about TVs is that they're meant for various people looking at them from various different angles, because not everybody's going to be looking at the TV at the exact same position. So what TVs have is that you don't have to be in front of the TV to appreciate that nice image quality that the TV is going to offer you. Again, like I was saying, if you're going to be in a desk, then it doesn't matter, because you're going to be sitting right in front of it. But let's say maybe you're not in a desk, you're in the living room area, and that's where you play, then a TV might be a better option for you, because you can sit in different positions and still get that nice quality image that we want to get. Now let's talk about the verdict, right? We've set all those things down. What does this mean, hands down? So I've used all kinds, right? I've had a 55-inch 4K TV. I've had a normal 1080p monitor. I've had a 2K monitor. I've had 60-inch TVs. I've played on all kinds of TVs and all kinds of monitors. And right now my setup is what I believe is the best is the best way to play, honestly, is going to be a monitor. Hands down, for me, it is going to be a monitor. If you guys can get yourself a nice desk and get yourself a nice chair, by the way, I need to change my chair because my chair sucks booty. But if you can get that, definitely go ahead and get yourself a monitor. And again, if you're going to be spending around, I would say $500 to $700 with that kind of money, you could get yourself a nice looking monitor. Nowadays, again, like I was saying, the image quality is going to be a lot better on a TV. But nowadays, with all these cool monitors that are coming out, 2K, curved and all that, honestly, you might not even see the difference. And with that good image quality, I would really rather have good image quality and buttery smooth performance than really good image quality but really poor buttery smooth experience, right? I would obviously prefer to go with the buttery smooth. And again, like we're talking about Warzone here, I would definitely go with the monitor for that buttery smooth. And again, if you're not here for Warzone, if you're just here for the video and you only play campaign games, you're not much of a hardcore kind of player, then I would probably say that the TV is a lot better for you because more TVs have HDR, and that HDR is that high dynamic range that, for example, if you got yourself a brand new Smack and PS5 or the new Xbox, those will offer that. And if you have your TV that will provide you that, god damn, may I say, your image is gonna look phenomenal. I mean, on another level. So that is basically the video for today. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys, what do you guys have? Do you guys have a monitor? Do you guys have a TV? Are you planning to change? What is the deal? I am team monitor, although sometimes I do like to sit back, relax, and I am a TV person. It all depends on my mood, but peace out, everybody. Let me know down below in the comments what you guys think, and I'll see you all in the next one. Well, hello there. I see you're still here, and because of that, you're going to get a VIP tour of my brand spanking new website. Here you can check out if I'm streaming, or maybe donate some Benjamins if you want to support me a bit more. Most importantly, you can get your own anti-gulag merch right here. 100% guaranteed that you will not go into the gulag if you wear one of these. And finally, you can check out some of my COD videos and the top point makers on my stream. And now, with all that being said, I'll see you all in the next one.